Hello, Aries. This is Jess from Soul Star Healing and Tarot. I hope you're doing great. Today, we'll be doing a collective reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. You can watch for your North Node and inner planets as well. We'll be using the Female Archangels Oracle to find out who's guiding your reading today. Also, this is a collective reading, so, use your discernment and take the parts that resonate for you and leave the rest. I do recommend listening, even if things don't resonate with you at this time, they may in the future, okay? So, Spirit, who is guiding this reading for Aries today? One card, please. Okay. We have Archangel Jeremiah. Signs, symbols, and synchronicities. This is a 16 card, so I don't know if that has any importance to you as a number. Would also be a 7. And I'm just going to read the angel message here. I'm not going to read the whole page. We do see the 1111 up there at the top of the card, so that may be significant for you. The angel message is, angels are showering your reality in meaningful ways to support you and reflect your divinity. All right. So let's see how this works into our reading today. But absolutely, Spirit is giving you signs, symbols, and synchronicities. So pay attention. Okay. I'm going to take 2 cards from the Mike Wilcox Tarot and Oracle, and these will be the strongest energies that Spirit would like you to focus on at this time. Spirit, what are the strongest energies you would like Aries to focus on at this time? 2 cards, please. Okay. One more card, please. Okay, beautiful. So we have the Empress and the Strength. And I think that very importantly right now, this is about balancing your energies, learning how to really step into this beautiful Empress energy. So we're going to look at, with the Strength card, this is Leo. The Empress is Venus, and Taurus and Libra, okay? So with the Strength card, the most important thing is how we are managing our primal reactions and responses, okay? Do you find yourself responding in ways when you're in situations that are not really serving you, and you know they're not serving you because after you respond or react that way, you have that feeling of, why did I do this again? Why did I not wait and think about what I was going to say or what I was going to do? Spirit is saying that there's a very important emphasis right now on you listening to your higher self. Okay. We really want to focus on listening to those little nudges from Spirit when we repeat a behavior that's not serving us, when we respond in a way that's not serving us, when we allow people into our lives that are not serving us. We have that voice in our head. That is our higher self. And it's time to listen to that, Aries. Okay? The benefit of doing so is moving you into this Empress energy where you are really especially aligned in your feminine energy. All right. And this is Taurus, so it's grounded, and it's Libra. So it's also very balanced and fair. And it connects you to the earth energy, and it connects you to the ether. So you're very grounded and receptive to the earth elements, and you're very in touch with your spirit guides and any spiritual energy that would like to communicate with you, whether it be a past loved one. But it allows you this freedom to create abundance around you, and also living in that higher self, because the beauty of the Empress is that she creates abundance, but she doesn't create abundance for her ego. That would be the lion here. That would be the primal self. She creates abundance around her because she knows how to identify herself. So she doesn't identify herself with um, her clothing. She doesn't identify herself with her car. She doesn't identify herself with material items. That doesn't mean she can't enjoy abundance, but she knows how to put everything in its proper place so she doesn't become imbalanced. Okay. This also will put you into a very creative energy. Okay. Leo is very creative, and so is the Empress. She's Venus. It allows you to be in an energy of love, in balanced, meaningful relationships with people and the things in your life. And that's where your higher self wants you to go right now. If you look at the woman in the higher self picture here and you look at the Empress here, they're very similar looking. Okay. This is your evolution. And spirit is going to be sending you signs, symbols, and synchronicities along the way that you're on the right track. Okay. To keep you focused and keep you motivated and help you from going back to those primal responses and behaviors that have been holding you back a little bit right now, Aries. Okay. So we're going to grab 3 cards from the Rainbow Tarot, 3 cards from the Light Seer Tarot, and 3 cards from the Flower Child Tarot. Okay. And then we will move on with your reading. This just takes a minute. 3 cards of guidance for Aries, please, Spirit. 3 cards. Okay. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. Okay. Love to see that. Okay. Great. All right, and let's see what comes out here in the Light Seers Tarot. 3 cards of guidance, please, Spirit. My cards are a little sticky today. It's so humid out. 3 cards, please. Okay. Oops. Okay. Up, and we got 2 cards here. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of major arcanas coming out. So this is a big transformation for you, Aries. Very important. Ugh, every time I touch the cards, I'm moving them because they're sticking to me. It must be like 100% humidity right now. It's not even that hot. Everything feels wet though. Okay, and here's our Flower Child Tarot. Spirit. 3 cards of guidance for Aries, please. Okay, amazing. We have another major down here. Yeah, you got some big energies here, Aries. I wouldn't expect anything less from you guys, okay? So we're starting with the High Priestess, all right? So it's a huge sign from Spirit that before you start taking any action, it is time to go within, okay? Really connecting to that inner voice, that higher self, building that relationship with your higher self so you can trust your own guidance. Okay. You have all of the answers you need. You never need to go outside of yourself for answers. It's great to look for guidance, but you should never, like even with tarot, you should never rely on what somebody else is telling you, because the answers are within you. And learning to trust that is really that higher voice that's going to help you, that rather your higher self, and that strength card that's going to help you really start building that trusting bond with your higher self. So when it speaks to you, when you're in situations that you may, as I said before, built primal responses to, you can step in and she knows that that's your higher self speaking to you, and you trust it. So before you take any action on this, I would recommend here, Spirit is saying go within first. Okay, start working with that inner knowing, with your intuition, your higher self. Okay, and with this card, I do like to point out at this, so this card, some people say it's a Cancer card, other people say it's a Pisces and Virgo card. Okay, I usually read it more as a Pisces and Virgo. It's the duality, and that is our north node at this time is Pisces, and the south node is Virgo. If you're not familiar with what those are, I do recommend looking it up, because this could be an indication that during um, this, the nodes being in these places, this is your mission right now. That during the Pisces North Node, you are supposed to be developing the skills that Spirit is laying out to you here. And here we go with developing the skills. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is going to be some work. Okay. You're developing your skills. All right. And we have the moon phases here, and the nodes are connected to the moon. All right. The high priestess is connected to the moon. Okay. Another indication of work on your intuition. Okay. Work on trusting yourself, build that relationship with yourself. You will, if you really focus and you are really determined, you will nail this. You will surprise yourself with how amazing your abilities are to work with your intuition. And remember, with that Empress, she is grounded to the earth. She is also connected to the ether with that Libra energy, that air energy. So she can do both. And if you listen, if you may not be looking into doing any spiritual development, but they say that the people that are, whether you're a medium or a psychic, the people that have the strongest energies stay in that middle world, but they work with both elements. They don't go too far and go too woo woo, but they're not too connected to the earth in material things. Okay. Work on creating that balance for yourself, and you are going to step into your full power. We have the Emperor, we have you. This is about you connecting with yourself. And look at, we have the Empress and the Emperor here. This is a full alignment with yourself, okay, in your masculine and feminine energy. That's what this is all about. And when you have that balance, and it's even depicted here in the Strength card, okay, that balance of our primal self and our higher self, okay? When you step in to really understanding how to work with your masculine and feminine energies, you are going to be a powerhouse. You're going to be unstoppable. Like, you are going to, even though the Emperor is masculine energy, he still trusts his intuition. He works with his solar plexus intuition. That's his gut intuition. That's your masculine intuition. He knows what to do. He knows what's going on. Nobody's pulling the wool over his eyes. He is absolutely in complete control of himself. And this is you finding yourself. And here we have the 10 of Wands. When you figure out how to work with these energies, okay, you will stop feeling so burnt out. Okay. Right now, your energies are not providing you with situations that allow you to have the energy to put into yourself. Okay. It's scattered and overwhelming, and you're not obviously receiving any help here. You're trying to carry the load alone. Okay. Stepping into these energies is going to allow you to have the confidence to say, hey, I really only have the energy right now to carry 5 of these wands. So and so over there, pick up 5 and help me. Okay. You're trying to carry on too much by yourself right now, and it's overwhelming you, and you don't have the energy to help yourself grow because you're using all of your energy by yourself. There's no help. Okay. The universe is saying to you here, we really want to give you this gift of stability. Okay? Roots. We see the roots here, building solid roots. We are trying. When you can put down some of these wands and ask for help when you need it and start using your energy for your growth, your wands are growth, the universe is going to come in and start allowing you to grow roots, okay? So you can move forward with stability in a grounded way, feeling safe and secure. And what's the importance of that? When we go into our primal energy, it's because we don't feel any of those things, okay? That's why we do it. We don't feel safe. We don't feel secure. We're not in trust. We don't believe people are going to help us, okay? These are the roots. These are the roots that are going to grow and bring you that stability. And spirit is going to come in one way or another with signs, symbols, or synchronicities. Archangel Jeremiel going to come in and help you. Okay? So don't feel like spirit doesn't have your back here. Spirit has your back. And then what happens on this growth process? We know when to walk away, even if we're afraid of the unknown and we don't know exactly where we're going. Okay? We know when to walk away from things that are not emotionally fulfilling us and not emotionally supporting us. We know when to walk away from this. Carrying 10 wands here and 1 wand there. Putting the load down. It's very important, Aries. Okay? Putting the load down. Walking away from things that are emotionally affecting us in negative ways to walk towards more fulfillment. And what are you walking towards here? The Lovers. There's a few things this card is saying to me here. First of all, these are more balanced relationships, more healed relationships. Okay. This is a huge, huge healing process in itself, but it allows you to move into divinely guided relationships that offer you exactly what that Libra energy and that Venus card or the Empress card would offer you. True, balanced, reciprocal, fair relationships in Venus energy, in that love. Okay. It's also allowing you to fully integrate your masculine and feminine energy. When you have that masculine and feminine energy fully in balance and combined and working together, you are a beautiful force. Okay, not an aggravation, not an aggressive force, a beautiful in alignment force that knows who their higher self is and trusts their intuition, their own internal guidance system, and they don't need anybody else's input. Okay, because all the signs, symbols, and synchronicities will be there, very clear, very trusting. Okay, your balance, your healing, your masculine, your feminine, and it will reflect in your relationships, whether it be with friends, whether it be with family, whether it be with your partner, whether it be at work. It's going to be nothing but mirrored in mutual respect and love. Okay. So what do we have here now? 2 more major arcanas. Aries, you guys, like this is a major process for you and it may take time. And how do we know? And I'm saying that without even looking at associating it with the card. We know it's going to take time because we have the Hanged Man and the Temperance. Okay. Again, stepping back, Pisces, Sagittarius, taking a time out, surrendering. This is another card that has a lot to do with the Pisces Virgo North Node right now because they are opposite signs in the zodiac or on the zodiac wheel. Okay. This is about when things start to feel overwhelming. And this could feel like an overwhelming process here because it looks like a major, significant change for you, that we can get overwhelmed emotionally when there's that much going on. And the goal here is to take the energy of Pisces and turn it into the energy of Virgo and ground your mind and start coming up with logical plans. And it is a perspective change because the energy that brings you to needing this surrender is that chaotic emotional thinking. And that is, Pisces is very emotional. Virgo's very grounded, okay? Very methodical. In the tarot, Virgo is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow, steady progress in a grounded manner, knowing where you're going, why you're going there, and what you're going to do when you get there, okay? Methodical action. So this also, we know, brings enlightenment. You can see the light there at her head, okay? Enlightenment. She's over water here. Enlightenment about our emotions and how we're becoming ungrounded in our emotions. This is a huge, huge necessary shift here so that you can stay focused on moving into, again, that Empress and Emperor energy, that strength. I mean, there's so many major arcanas here. I don't even know which one to focus on, to be honest. This is going to be a very, or require a lot of patience from you with this temperance here, okay? Because you can see the moon and you can see the sun here. Our emotions, okay? Our emotions are connected to the moon, and then our higher vibration here with that sun energy, that strength card, Leo, the sun, okay? And we have, the high priestess here with the moon. How do we integrate these energies so that we become stronger versions of ourselves? Okay, it's a healing process. Again, we can see this is overseen by an angel. This is overseen by an angel. Okay, and I think this angel is Archangel Raphael. If I remember correctly, this angel is Archangel Cassiel. I think that's who it is. So this is where we take the things that have been so challenging in our lives and we start blending them with our higher self, our positive attributes, until we can dilute the things in that primal self that are holding us back and bring more of that higher vibrational, higher self energy into ourselves. It's a healing process. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, which is why it requires patience. The other thing I like to say about this card, and I hate to be repetitive, but if you think about tempered glass, it goes through a process that is so rigorous, it should shatter the glass, but it doesn't. It makes it stronger. So this is where you realize everything that should have brought you to your knees, everything that should have broke you is actually here to make you stronger and help you grow into the best version of yourself, the highest vibrational version of yourself, that higher self. Okay? And I want to just look at this here real quick too. I'm sorry, I just keep seeing things. So we have the Emperor and the Empress. We have the Lovers, duality. And then we have the two sides of the Temperance, duality. There's a lot here about balancing yourself, okay? And with that Strength card as well, okay? So Spirit saying this is the goal for you at the end of this reading, okay? And I am going to pull advice from Spirit. We really want to step into this place where we trust ourselves to take leadership in our life. This is our solar plexus and our throat chakra. Communicating with ourselves in a higher vibration in a way that we feel confident and still with integrity. This isn't ego, an egotistical confidence. This is knowing that you have integrity, knowing that you stand for what's just, knowing that you stand for truth, knowing that you can have boundaries with people and speak your mind. And very important with this king, realizing that with these butterflies here, you are powerful. You have the ability to transform people with your words. and lead them to that transformation. So this is about you understanding how powerful you are, especially in that swords energy. I'm just going to pause this real quick because my dog's about to bark. Okay, sorry. Anyway, my neighbor pulled in the driveway and he's a nosy little Nelly. So realizing how the power of your words, okay? You are a very important person that can lead other people and transform them with your words and leadership. Okay. Believe in yourself. That solar plexus is very important here because if we have an unbalanced solar plexus and we use our throat chakra, we create problems. Going back to that, the strength card and that primal self, we create more problems than we need for ourselves and other people. Let's get the advice from spirit. Spirit, what is the advice you have for Aries regarding this reading and moving forward? 3 cards, please. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, buddy, calm down. It's just Olivia. Okay. So we're going to go back to this card real quick. Okay. Because I feel like this card is very connected to the 10 of Wands. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We need to work on releasing the energy we're holding on to about people not helping us. This is an abandonment card. This is a card of being left out in the cold. This is a card of fear of not having enough resources. You are extremely capable. Okay, Aries. I mean, you guys are, my friends that are Aries are just such determined people. And a lot of them, I said this, I think in one of your other readings, they're nurses and work in the medical field. And one's an occupational therapist. Like they help people so much and they can really step into that in a crisis, in a situation where, maybe somebody's in the hospital for a car accident or whatever. Like you really know how to lead people and take control. That's why you're represented by the Emperor, okay? We all have things that we're afraid of, but this fear of abandonment and being alone and the people that have let you down and not having enough resources is keeping you in that primal energy. We want to really take note when those energies are coming up for us, okay? Take note because that will keep you in the fear state of that strength card and delay your process. Okay. Acknowledge it. We all have challenging energies within us. We can acknowledge them and slowly start focusing on the positive things that we have, as far as our energy and our experiences, and start letting that energy be the stronger energy. Okay. Then we have the Page of Swords here. What Spirit is saying to me with this is that, especially, again, we have another throat chakra with the King of Swords. Be curious about learning about yourself. Okay. It's okay to not know everything, and it's okay to be a student of yourself. The more that you accept the newness of this, the more you accept that you don't know everything and there's going to be work involved. Okay. Then you release blockages you're creating for yourself. And this here is the throat chakra and the crown chakra. So when you release that, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, it's like right there and I can't think of it. It's the resistance energy. Okay. We have the crown chakra here. You're able to see clearer signs, symbols, and synchronicities that spirit's trying to show you. Okay. You open that energy up and you're more receptive. Okay. The sword in the air, the curiosity becomes like an antenna and you're able to receive that guidance from spirit. Comes in like ideas, it comes in like curiosities, but it's really spirit helping you take the next steps so you can reach your King of Swords energy. Okay. Then what do we have? Judgment. This is literally, what does the Empress do? She gives birth to new things, okay? New possibilities, new potentials. And this is you, the new version of you, okay? The higher vibrational version of you. That's what's happening here, okay? The Judgment card. Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn saying, Aries, it's time. Are you ready? It's time for you to have this rebirth process, to move into this more high vibrational version of yourself and experience life in that way. And again, they're going to let you know you're on the right path. You just have to open your eyes. You just have to be open to the energy. Okay? A beautiful opportunity to change the way the energies in your life have been working is here. Listen to the call. That's a synchronicity. That's a sign. That's a symbol. Listen for the call. Okay? It's time. Let me grab one numerology card for you. And I'm so happy the Emperor showed up because that's really aligning with your own energy, becoming your truest, most authentic self. Spirit, may we have one card for Aries? This is the Divine Illumination numerology cards. Oh, look at you. And I'm not even kidding because right here, what do we have? 11, 11, 11, 11. Okay? That's not an accident. 11, 11, enlightenment. You are walking a path towards enlightenment where you will reach a state of being that. I'm sorry. Okay, I was reading that wrong. And let me start over again. The writing on these are so small that it's so hard for me. You are walking a path towards enlightenment where you will reach a state of being that transcends the physical realm. As you embark on a journey within, you touch the divine essence of your existence, discovering the realization of your true nature and truth beyond the veil of illusions and ignorance. That's exactly what's going on here. That's very interesting that that came out. Okay. We're going to grab one card from the Work Your Light Oracle and do give me a little patience because these cards, I do love these cards. They don't have numbers, so sometimes it takes me a second to find the page in the book. Let's see what your closing card is. Okay. Spirit, what is the last message you would like to give Aries today? One card, please. Okay. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Inner temple. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. You are being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart to incorporate true devotion in your life. You could be being called to develop a regular meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm. To develop a daily practice where you fill up your well and spend time with your soul. All of the answers, and that's what I was saying here, start all of this by going within. It's some really important guidance here. Don't jump to action. Make sure that you are really connecting with yourself and developing that relationship with your higher self so you build that trust. All of the answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart. But you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day to listen. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with you. And so the more time you spend with it and show up, the more clearly it will guide you. We are here to grow as souls. Earth is one big playground for the soul to learn. and you are being called to go deeper into your soul growth or to increase your devotion by being a student of a lineage or a spiritual teacher. If you have, and that's what I was saying here, you're a student, right? You want to approach it like a student, so you can ask for help. Um, if you have already committed, if you have already been a committed student, then you are being commended for your devotion. Your guides want you to know how proud of you they are and that the time you spend in devotion is priceless. If you are questioning your career or life path, your guides want you to turn your focus towards devotion and this prayer. Please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. May my life be one big moving prayer. Beautiful. Building that inner temple and really connecting with yourself. This is your message. Okay, Aries. I hope this was helpful. If it did help, it did. If it was helpful for you, if you could please support the channel. I'm new here, by liking, sharing, commenting, any of the stuff, subscribing. That would be very helpful. Please do. And yeah, thank you. And I will see you guys again next month for your reading. I will be doing some random collective readings too. So if you do subscribe, you'll see those come for your feed. Okay. Thank you. Bye, Aries. This is amazing. I love it. Bye.